the farmer who loved his family. My name is Samuel, and I am a farmer in the beautiful countryside of Jamaica. Each morning, I rise with the sun, its first rays breaking through the trees with a golden glow. The sweet sounds of nature fill the air, birds chirping and roosters crowing, while the soft rustle of leaves dances in the gentle breeze. I look forward to each day, not just for the work I do, but for the love that surrounds me. My wife, Rosa, and our three amazing children, David, Liam, and little Amina. They are my whole world. Farming is hard work. The sun beats against my back, and the earth is rich but demanding. I grow rice, corn, and cassava in neat rows, and I take pride in every seed planted. Every time I dig my hands in the soil, I feel connected to the land, as if it knows my dreams and cares for my family. My wife, Rosa, is the heart of our home. She manages our little household with grace and warmth. After spending a long day in the fields, I come home to the wonderful aroma of her delicious cooking. Rosa prepares meals with love, using ingredients fresh from our farm. And every evening, as we sit together at the wooden table, the children gather around with wide eyes, eager for stories of my day and tales of adventure. Those moments are the treasures I cherish most. One sunny afternoon, the sky turned dark, and I felt a chill in the air. I looked up just as thunder rumbled in the distance. A storm was brewing, and it didn't take long for the rain to start pouring like a waterfall. Rosa looked worried as she watched the clouds. "Samuel, I hope our crops are safe," she said, her brow furrowing with concern. I nodded, feeling anxious. "We need to take care of things," I said, trying to sound reassuring. "Let's prepare for the worst." We made sure the animals were secure, bringing our goats and chickens into the barn. As I worked, the wind howled outside, pressing against our sturdy home. I gathered my family in the living room as the storm raged, feeling a mix of fear and love. Amina cuddled up close to me, and I wrapped my arms around her, trying to keep my little girl safe. "Daddy, what will happen to the farm?" she asked, her words soft and innocent. I looked at her, and my heart ached at her worry. "The farm is strong, just like our family. We will take care of it together," I promised. As the rain crashed against the roof and the wind howled, we spent the night sharing stories and making sure to lift each other's spirits. We lit an oil lamp and told tales of heroes and brave adventures. Rosa's calming voice soothed our anxious hearts, and soon enough, we found comfort in our togetherness. By morning, the storm had passed, but our farm was in disarray. I stepped outside, my heart tightening at the sight before me. The once verdant fields were muddy and flooded, and debris littered the ground. A feeling of despair washed over me as I knelt, scanning our land. What will we do now? I thought, fighting back tears. Rosa joined me, taking my hand. "We will work together, Samuel. We've faced challenges before, and we will again. Our children need to see that we do not give up." Her words sparked a flicker of hope in my heart. I remembered, through every storm and every hardship, love had always pulled us through. With resolve, I gathered my family. "Listen up, everyone. We've hit a tough patch, but we are strong. Together, we can rebuild. Let's start by cleaning the fields." The children nodded, a sense of determination shining in their eyes. The next few days were filled with hard work. The rain was gone, and the sun returned, casting a warm glow over our muddy land. David, our eldest, was eager to help. He took charge of clearing fallen branches, while Liam and Amina worked beside me to dig out the trenches to help the water drain. The work was messy and exhausting, but we laughed and encouraged one another, creating a rhythm in our actions. Even in difficult moments, we shared light-hearted conversations, recalling old family memories and creating new ones. When we found a patch of corn that somehow survived the storm, we cheered as if we had discovered treasure. "Look, Dad, it's still alive," David shouted, and I felt pride swell in my chest to see his enthusiasm. As days turned into weeks, we put our hearts and hands together to restore the farm. Fresh crops replaced those we lost, and new life began to flourish in the fields. Every time we planted a seed, we shared a prayer of thanks, believing that each grain held hope for the future. Throughout this journey, I taught my children the importance of resilience and strength, sharing stories of my childhood and the lessons passed down from my father. Hard work is rewarding, and love for family guides us through stormy times, I told them, as they listened with rapt attention. The harvest season eventually arrived, and my heart raced with joy. We had worked so hard, and now we could celebrate our labor. I organized a small gathering, inviting friends and families from nearby farms to join us. The air filled with laughter and excitement, and children chased each other across the fields, their joy infectious. As the sun set, casting a warm orange glow over the farm, I stood atop a small hill overlooking the beautiful scene before me. It was a sight that filled me with immense pride. My family, my friends, and the fruits of our labor gathered together. I took a deep breath as I let the moment wash over me, feeling grateful for every single smile, laugh, and shared memory. We feasted on food from our fields, each dish brimming with flavors of love and hard work. Rose's famous rice and peas were a hit, alongside freshly grilled vegetables and cornbread. As we gathered around the table, I looked at each of my children, their faces glowing in the firelight. "Let's give thanks," I said, raising my hands, "to the land for providing, to our family for staying strong, and to our friends for supporting us. Let us remember that love and unity make this farm thrive." After the feast, with bellies full and laughter echoing through the night, Amina climbed up onto my lap. "Daddy, can we tell stories about the magic tree again?" Her eyes sparkled with excitement. And so, I began weaving tales of the magical tree hidden at the edge of our farm, stories of adventure and dreams. As the night went on, I felt a wave of happiness wash over me. In that moment, I realized that life's true treasures aren't measured in the crops we grow or the challenges we face, but by the love we nurture and the bonds we create. Years flew by, and as my children grew, they took pride in our farm, knowing it held the sweat and spirit of our family. David wanted to expand the farm, dreaming of new fruits and vegetables to feed our community. Liam became fascinated with animal husbandry and wanted to build a sanctuary for goats and chickens. And little Amina, with her heart full of compassion, often spoke of starting a community garden, wanting to share our blessings with others. One day, David approached me with bright eyes. "Daddy, I want to plant more crops and learn about selling them in town. We could use that money to help the neighbors who need it." I listened, noting the passion in his voice. I realized that the love we instilled in our children had taken root and grown deep. "That's a wonderful idea, my boy. As long as you carry our family's values with you, I have no doubt you will succeed," I replied, placing my hand on his shoulder. Watching my children continue the legacy of hard work, resilience, and love, I felt a deep sense of fulfillment. I often found myself reminiscing about the storms we came through and lessons learned, always grateful for the power of family. One evening, as we sat on the porch together, I looked up at the stars shining brightly above us. Each star seemed like a reminder of hope, love, and unity in our lives. And in that moment, I knew with all my heart that no storm could ever wash away what we had built together. Our love was a bond that shone brighter than any star, a beacon guiding us through every season of life. In the quiet stillness, surrounded by my family, I felt a gratitude unlike any other. I had not only survived, but thrived in the warmth of love and togetherness. The farm was truly a symbol of all we had accomplished and the life we had created, rich not in gold, but in something far more precious, family. From that day forward, I vowed to create a home filled with laughter, adventure, and, most importantly, love. No matter the hardships we would face, I was certain that with my family by my side, we could weather any storm and celebrate every sunshine together.